Hello, and welcome back to Train Sim World 4. Today we will be checking out my favorite locomotive in Train Sim World 4, which is the Siemens Vectron. This is an absolutely amazing locomotive. It's exquisitely modeled. The sounds are great. I am just blown away by the sheer quality of this locomotive, and it's from Dovetail Games. This is not like a third-party developer. So let's just get those switched around, change the contrast on there. We just have to wait, and then we'll be ready to go. Today we are in Wolfort on the S-Bahn Vorarlberg route. And we are heading down to Bluden, but before then stopping in Feldkirch to drop off some wagons. And in the back, we've also got a DB185 in the formation along with the Siemens Vectron, which I actually haven't seen before, which is interesting. And we are hauling containers today. If you noticed on the left, there are the new Ionos wagons that come with the Vectron. Come on. Mountain's looking nice. Alright. Let's increase the throttle here. The Vectron is so... oh, whoops. Why? And settings. I don't know how to change the power setting so I don't get wheel slip at full throttle, but never mind. Doesn't matter. Soon we'll be able to go up to 140. Now we're on the main line. So where are we, precisely? We're up here. We actually started in Wolfort yesterday with the DB185 and drove up to here at Lindau. So now we're heading down to Feldkirch, dropping off wagons, and then heading to Bludenz, and then finishing there, while the service continues on to Salzburg. This locomotive actually has three separate horns. There's high, low, which are controlled by the spacebar and N keys, and then there's a foot pedal horn, which is done with the control and space keys. Right. Give it 70% power approximately. Unfortunately, I think the only problem I have with this locomotive is that there is no engine room simulated, which I think is just a bit of a bummer. As the rest of the locomotive is actually really amazing. This is what the interior looks like. There's even got the circuit breakers for the horn fuses, which is actually, I love it. It's also got windows as well, which actually changes the ambient noise. This locomotive, its main turf is basically the Nachwerker Dresden route, but if you want to, but it also layers onto the S-Bahn Vorarlberg route, like we're doing here. I will be driving this locomotive on the channel on the Nachwerker Dresden route, so stay tuned for that. Tell you what, let's do a flight path shot, because why not? We've got a much longer formation than yesterday for sure. If I go into level 3 camp, this locomotive is the only one I know which has 4 separate pantographs. Interesting. Didn't know these locomotives could actually do formations together, that's quite interesting. If we come back here, I actually saw one of these containers in real life yesterday at a container port, so, which is quite ironic. Is this Dornburn? I have to check. Where, oh, let's actually go to the photo mode, because then we can look at, oh. Yeah, it's Dornburn. So let's see if we move the camera around. Let's try to get a good shot here. I love the new photo mode. It's one of the best new functions in the game. F to hide overlay. F12 to take screenshot. I'll make a good thumbnail for sure. Unfortunately, it seems we'll be limited to only 100 kilometers an hour today. It's a bit slower than normal, but anyway, we might have to get shunted into a siding. Who knows? So let's see. We have to stop at Feldkirch, uncouple 16 vehicles, and then stop at Bludenziard 12. Whoops. Wrong button. There we go. I just absolutely love the Vectron. I think it's my new favorite train in Train Sim World. Previously, the train that held that distinction was the Class 700 with the third-party sound mod. That is a great train, but I think the Vectron might even be better than that. Well, I can't make a decision. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Siemens Vectron, Flying Scotsman, or Class 700. Because I think those are my 3 favorite trains in Train Sim World. This route is really lovely. Like, it looks amazing, especially that LiDAR data for the I didn't know there was a little yard back here. That's interesting. Look, there's a whole yard back here. I never knew that existed before. But back to it. I think this route has the best mountain scenery of any route, especially with that new LiDAR data. The trees still look somewhat iffy. They're a bit sparse and have no shadows, but it's certainly much better than the Arosa line. If you know what the Arosa line scenery is like, then you'd think this is a lot better. thankfully, yeah, we do not have a time schedule to adhere to today, so if we do have to get shunted aside for a passenger service, it won't cause any issues. Let's open the window, because that... Can you tell? That provides some great... Oh gosh, ambient noise. If I look the camera around, it visibly stutters sometimes, and it's terrible. Like, Dovetail Games, ever since the launch of Train Sim World, they have refused to optimize the game properly, and whenever scenery tiles load in, the game just stutters. Even on, like, high-end NASA spec computers, it stutters and it looks terrible. There's a Talent 1 patiently waiting for passengers. I really hope a sound mod comes out for the 4024 Talent 1 soon. Because right now it's reusing sounds from Talent 2, which are not even accurate, and it sounds terrible. However, I am looking forward to trying out some community-made PC editor routes on the channel. Please, whoever is out there, if you're listening, can you please make a Japanese bullet train route for Train Sim World? Because even in Train Simulator Classic, there is only one. And that one's not really well optimized in terms of performance. And yeah, there just needs to be a bullet train in Train Sim World. Like, that is the major thing the game is missing, apart from maybe multiplayer. Oh, hello. Set and confirm the correct voltage. Oh, of course. Right, confirm Austria 25 kilovolts. Oh, whoops, wrong button. There we go. Let's lower the pantograph, raise the pantograph, open and close circuit breaker, shut the power off. I did okay, open main circuit breaker, close the main circuit breaker. Yes, there we go. Right, now we're on 25 kilovolts AC. One thing that's also insanely nice about the Vectron is that it not only has German and Austrian voltage settings, it also has Swiss and two separate French voltage presets. So you could run this thing on like the Rivet Games' Lutza and Cersei route, or even maybe the French LGV Mediterranee route, which is supposed to be high speed, but maybe you could run the Vectron on that? It has the voltage preset, so who knows? Anything's possible, really. With the timetable spawn-in and free roam mode, that would be very, very nice. As I'm recording this video, the game is actually less than a day away from coming out of early access. So, hopefully, we should be able to, hopefully I should be able to get all my Train Sim World 3 routes copied over into Train Sim World 4 by tomorrow. Which means, I think the biggest advantage of that is I'll have cargo BNSF layers on the Antelope Valley line, which I'm actually doing a video on tomorrow. I'm going to be doing all 2 hours of a run on the Antelope Valley line. So stay tuned for that. I'll also be looking at the cab car as well. Let's try taking another photo. Ooh. Yes. Well, what about this side? Whoa. The game just stuttered massively, even though it's in photo. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. G for grid. It's not letting me. Where's the F for overlay? Ah, there we go. So that's depth of field. Field of view, is that it? Oh, wrong way. Gosh, the game is just stuttering so bad. Look at this. It's terrible. Oh, whoops. Bit less field of view. Oh yeah, that looks good. F to hide overlay. Take screenshot. Right. There we go. But did you see how the game is so badly stuttering? Like, it is almost unplayable at some points. That looks really bad. Oh, there's another talent one. Let's shut the windows. I think we've gotten a good sound impression, and the sound impression is good. Very good. Let's turn the cap. Let's turn the. Come on. The cap light. That's unique. The cap light only activates for a second. Like, it doesn't. The switch doesn't stay there. Like, that is interesting. Like, in all other trains I know, that does not happen. There we go. There are the new Ionos wagons on the left, those ones there. I think S-Bahn Vorarlberg. I think it is of my opinion that it's my personal favorite route in Trains in World 4. Antelope Valley Line, bit boring, but with great rolling stock. East Coast Main Line, boring scenery, and slightly boring rolling stock. Like, all you get is the Class 801 and Class 66. The Class 801 is cool. I've been waiting for a Class 800 variant to come to Trains in World for ages now. I really like them. But they don't have the same flair as, say, a Class 91 would. And the Class 66, that's just copied and pasted. That's just copied and pasted over from, what was it, Southeastern High Speed? And just give it a weathered paint job? That's boring. I think what the line really needs is Class 91. Oh, I can't remember the nickname for them. Was it Electrostar? Let me know if I'm right. I think that really needs to be in the game. Like, a Class 91 I think would round off the East Coast mainline route nicely. I think the Antelope Valley line is just a bit boring. For me anyway, and there's not really a lot of capabilities for that. Like, if I'd had my way with Trains in World 4, I'd have had it so it would be like an extended version of the Northeast Corridor Boston to Providence route, and extend it from Boston down to New Haven, say, and that would have meant we could have had a longer track to run the Amtrak rolling stock on, like the ACS 64 Northeast Regional and Amtrak Acela Express, and we'd have also had a longer track to run the MBTA F40PH commuter diesel on. That would have been nice, but the Antelope Valley line is okay. S-Bahn Vorarlberg is my favorite route. I always prefer like these electrified commuter routes. But yeah, the mountain scenery and the sheer beauty of some parts, the route Lake Constance and Speaking of Lake Constant, brakes! Brake now. Let's give it 40. Oh, okay, good. Let's put it back to 100. And wait, turn the brakes off. Turn the brakes off. And increase throttle. Okay. Slight scare there. But as I was saying, Lake Constance is just gorgeous. Lindau is just beautiful. Like, that whole area is just gorgeous. Near Bergenshaven, that little jetty with the ferries, the lake view, it's just beautiful. Oh, hello, 60 limit coming up. Let's put it down to 75. Oh, and confirm. I almost always forget to hit the confirm button. Let's turn the throttle off. Whoops. Did not mean to turn the AFB down. That was a misclick on my part. There we go. Let's turn the throttle off. Yeah, I think the S-Bahn Vorarlberg is my personal favorite route, apart from general bugs and shadows not loading under trees and general just tree sparseness. I think it's personally quite nice. I think the route I'm most looking forward to, though, is just trains Blackpool to Blackpool North and Blackpool South to Preston and Ormskirk with the British Rail Class 142 Pacer at Class 47 and Class 08 Shunter. That, set in 1986, I am looking forward to that. Like, a Pacer? Well, some people in the comments are going to be like, oh, why are you hating such an, why do you like such an ugly, useless train? I'm like, that's neither here nor there. It's not uncomfortable or ugly in Train Sim World. In fact, I think it's a bit of an ugly duckling of a train. Alright.
On FB.
Right, let's get AFB off and start braking. Start braking. There's a little yard over here. Oh. Is that Talent 1 embedded in the buffer? That's weird. Let's give it some juice just to try and accelerate here. We don't have to be anywhere very quickly, so I can afford to coast for a bit, so as not to run a red signal. Am I on the right track? Yes, I am. Does this track continue, or does it... Oh yeah, it does. Okay, good. Because I was thinking, does it just stop and have a buffer right next to that building? It was a bit of an optical illusion. Alright. Brake slowly. Give it full surface brakes. Come on, brake. Takes a bit for the brakes to kick in on this. Alright. Uncouple 16 vehicles. Right. Is it going to be the hoppers on the back? Yes, it is. Oh, so we're just continuing with the container units. For some reason, it takes Train Sim World a bit to, yeah, recognize that it actually has been uncoupled. Let's get the Confirm set speed.
RSB. RSB.
RFB
RSB.
on. Come on. And then release the brakes. And give it some juice. That train pulling in on the left. No, it can't have been. Alright. There we go. That was a long train I was driving. That's one of the longest European freight trains I think that's in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is where the services from Liechtenstein come in. We can go up to 90 not too long from now. Let's put the IFB up to 60, is it? Yeah, it is. Put it up to full throttle. Right, 19 kilometers to Bludenz, so we're just over halfway through our trip. Gosh, I can't see. Turn the cab light on. Put it up to 90. Confirm set. Oh, I can actually go up to 100 anyway. Confirm. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay, I get that. This is the only really major tunnel on the route. So let's turn the cab light off. Right. Oh no, another red signal. Oh, that's dynamic brake. Let's put the brakes on. Let's put the speed. Let's put it down to 40 and confirm. And release. Whoops, wrong button. Release the brakes, because then the IFB will do it for me. And I'll go past this signal and then contact the signal. Oh, there we go. Let's put it back up to 100, confirm, and give it full power again. Come on. Is there someone ahead of me? Is there someone like 1 or 2 signals ahead of me, which could be causing these issues? No. There's no one in front of me until Bludenz, so I don't get why that signal is red. Oh, there's another one. I don't get it. It's just weird. Here's some sort of appalling Dovetail Games objective coding thing. So the next signal is red until I've passed this green signal. Wait a second. That signal's not turning green. So power off and activate the brakes, level 3. Right, come on, brake. Let's get the IFB down to 40 and to confirm. Come on, slow down. 5 brakes. Full service. Release the brakes. I'm now slow enough to stop before the red signal. Oh, whoa. I did not realize it had me slow down that much. Let's put the IFB at 20, confirm, and increase the power. There we go. Actually, no, put it at 10. 10, confirm. Turn the power off. There's the red signal. Contact. Oh, wrong button. Did not mean to hit the piece of BLZB acknowledge button there. Alright, full service brakes. Come on, stop. It takes a while for the brakes to kick in. Put them back to 100. There we go. Wait for the signal to change. Who's in front of me? As I checked, there's no one in front of me. Those wagons aren't connected to a locomotive. So there's only a talent 1, and then after that there's just nothing. Oh, hello. What are you doing stopped? You're not near a signal. Oh, he must be stopped. That's annoying. There's a talent 1 coming in there. And speed too. Guess I'll just have to wait. But I could take this opportunity to show you the outside. The outside of the Vectron is, I must say, exquisitely modelled. Like, they've captured even like this little the details of this little grill here, and the buffers and all the little cables. Apparently, Dovetail Games got a ride on this thing multiple times, and it's just beautiful. Right. Oh, and we've got a green signal, so release the brakes and give it full power. Oh, shut the power off. For some reason my brakes are still applied. Let's give it 50%. Come on, brakes, release yourselves. Let's hold the brake release button. Brake release. Ah, here we go. Right, brakes are fully released. Let's give it full power. Oh, whoa. Oh, did you see that? I didn't need to use the sander because the train actually adjusts. Look, it actually adjusts the power it's outputting when it detects that the wheels are slipping. So that's actually quite a neat little function. Oh, and I must also venture to tell you about this little screen here. This screen, yes, look, it works. It shows you all the power and these little bars, and when I've got brakes on, it shows them in yellow. Look at those mountains. That is just beautiful. Oh, if you have Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr Duisburg to Bochum, an older German route, then you can actually run, well, in the formation editor, you can actually give the Vectron intercity regional coaches and run it as a passenger locomotive, which I think is pretty cool, but I don't have that route, so you're going to have to try that one out for yourselves. Another problem with the new OHLE is that if you notice, the struts for the struts for the wires actually, if you notice, they load in a lot later than the wires themselves, which gives the wires the appearance of being suspended in midair without anything holding them up, which is quite weird. Oh, not another red signal. Come on. Let's put it down to 50. Confirm. Yeah, that's a little quirk of the Vectron. You have to, when you use the AFB cruise control, you have to click confirm set speed before you do a speed change or after you turn the AFB on in the first place. Again, where is he now? He's probably not too far ahead of me. Ah, there he is. Oh yeah, he's going to be stop start stop start. And because I'm just heading straight through, I'm hitting these red signals. Okay, let's turn the AFB down to 30 and confirm. I love the horn. I love the horn. I think the Vectron horn is my personal favorite in Train Sim World. Oh, signal is back to green, so let's put it back to 100. And go back in, confirm, and full power. Actually, it's just a genuinely really nice locomotive. Like, I don't think anyone dislikes the Vectron. Oh, if you notice, the DB185 is actually using its front pantograph, which I've actually never seen before. Seen a DB185 in Train Sim World do before. It's always the back pantograph before. Right. Only 10 more kilometers of leapfrogging before I've arrived. Haha. But you'll be, yeah. Antelope Valley Line tomorrow, any new viewers, so please make sure you like and subscribe so as not to miss that. Oh, what I've forgotten to mention is, after the station at Blue Dens, after you go off the map, the line actually continues towards Salzburg, which is a relatively major city in Austria, I'm pretty sure. But that, unfortunately, that section isn't modeled in game, so we cannot go there. Which is unfortunate, as that's the really major mountainous section on this line, and yet Dovetail Games just gave us the bit that winds through large valleys. They didn't give us any really mountainous terrain to go through, which is a bit of a shame, but it's still a really nice route. Not again, not another voltage change. Put it back down, 25 kilovolts, confirm, lower pantograph, open circuit breaker, shut power off, raise pantograph, close circuit breaker. Come on. It's not letting me close the circuit breaker, come on. Yes, I know. I'm supposed to close the main circuit breaker. There we go. Right, full power. we go. Hopefully, smooth sailing to Bludenz. Hopefully, that commuter train that was on the map ahead of us, hopefully that should have arrived in Bludenz by now and so have gotten out of the way. I see nothing but green signals ahead of us, so that's pretty good. Oh, one thing people have noticed about this route is that the grass is too green, and honestly, I'm inclined to agree with them. The grass is too green. One person said it looked as though it had been drawn in fluoro, and that's the best description of it. Oh, there's another Vectron. Let's give it a friendly honk with a horn. Oh, it's two Vectrons! Hauling mixed cargo, looks like. That's pretty cool. Those people on the platform are probably thoroughly freight trained out right. No, not another red signal. Come on! It's probably because he stopped. That train is stopped at Bludenz. And oh no, it's never mind. The signal just turned green. Okay, good. Hopefully he's going faster than I am. Full green signals, we're clear to go. Oh, and another thing, using timetable and spawn in and free roam functionality, you should be able to put the Vectron on almost every electrified German route in the game, which there are a lot of, and it would actually make sense for it to do so. So, even more service potential there. I think I'll mostly be running this unit on the Nachwerker Dresden route because that's basically its home turf in the game. But it's nice that we also have it on this Austrian route as well, and we also have that voltage change functionality as well. Uh-oh, 60 limit coming into force pretty soon, so let's get that. Oh, it's actually a 40 limit. Right, let's confirm that, and as it'll take a while for this thing to get slowed down, it should not take too long to get there. Oh, that's actually going to be our stop. That red signal, that's where we stop. Oh, I actually slowed down way too soon, but never mind. Here we go. Here we are coming into the Bludenz yard. So that's, oh, we're stopping over here. Oh, there's the OBB Talent 1 that was holding us up earlier. We're stopping over here. Okay. Down here, that's the line off to Salzburg, but we can't go on that, unfortunately. Here we go, coming into the yard. Alright, let's slow us down to 20. Oh gosh. Confirm. There we go. Right, let's start slowing down. There we go. Oh, I just love this locomotive. It's so brilliant. In the training center, I actually spawned a Vectron in, spawned the Flying Scotsman behind it, and it coupled them together. It was quite the incongruous combination, but actually quite cool. Here we are, coming into the... What on earth? Whoa, that building just really just broke the anti... Yeah, look, if I turn the camera here, if you look off to the left, that building just breaks the anti-aliasing. Looks weird. What is that, anyway? Yeah, look. What is this building? Oh, it's like some sort of, like, maybe ventilation or service building? But because of those fine lines, it just breaks the anti-aliasing. It's just really weird. Let's stick it down to 10. Confirm. No harm coming in really slow if I'm not adhering to a schedule. Yeah, I do not want to overrun to a red signal. I actually did a service on Nachwerker Dresden a few days ago, and I overran. I did the whole route from Riesa to Dresden, and then at the last second overran into a red signal. It was terrible because these brakes take so long to kick in. It's terrible. Shut the power off. Put it down to 5. There we go. Slow it down even more. Give it a bit of power just to maintain that speed. Didn't know the AFB could do such slow speed. That's great. For shunting. Oh. A little bit of graffiti over there. Didn't know that. I didn't know graffiti was even in Train Sim World. Oh, there goes off. Service to Salzburg. Shut the power off. Alright, come on. Almost there. And full surface brakes now. Whoops. And come to a halt. Perfect! Nice. You just said, oh, there we go. Oh, I only got a gold medal? Oh, I did one bit of speeding. That's the first time I haven't got a platinum medal yet, even though I've barely used any of the safety systems. But anyway, thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you're interested in seeing any Train Sim World 4, please tell me in the comments, which I'll be doing more anyway, even if you tell me not to. Haha. But thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.